We've made it to the home stretch. Final video. Dancing with Our Stars is almost upon us. And I am just so grateful and overwhelmed at the support and the donations that we've received. As of the recording of this video, we've reached over $17,000. Solidly, I am in 8th place out of 8. But you know what? That doesn't even matter to me, because the fact that we are such a small organization up against organizations that are much more well-known in the Green Bay area, the fact that we've raised $17,000 is astounding. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. We can keep going. Let's get to 20. We can do it. I know we can. So in the meantime, I've got my coffee. Grab your coffee. Let's talk a little bit more about the specific programming of play-by-play and what all this money is going to help support. It's expensive to put on musicals. I mean, depending on what you're looking at, the rights to do a musical for 2 weekends can run anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. Plus rental space, and then you need to pay for set pieces and set building and props and costumes and lights. And then we want to pay all of our crew. And then we want to pay all of our actors. So for one musical, you're looking easily at least $10,000. Ticket sales only cover 40 to 60%. And of course, that's money that you get after the show. That's not going to help you while you're in production. So the rest of the budget really comes from donations, comes from grants, which of course grants are being cut back. Funding for the arts is being cut. Even on a minimal budget, it's like at least $10,000 to just do a production. That's crazy. Other aspects of play-by-play, original works. And that's something that we would love to do more of. So our most recent example of this has been Lincoln and Liberty 2, musical which premiered in 2023, written by my mother and her brother. We had a reading at the Neville Public Museum, and then did a full-on production of it at the Web as part of World Premiere Wisconsin. 3 years working on this show, and play-by-play was the vehicle to help get it up. But we want to delve into that side more. Another thing that is relatively new with play-by-play is our educational outreach initiative. This started also in 2023, thanks to Molly Maher Lucarelli, a member of our action committee, using a show called Percy the Poor Little Penguin. It's about a penguin allergic to snow. There was curriculum created for this. This is geared towards elementary school students. And so they learned all this stuff, and then they watched the show, this like 30-minute show, really cute, a great message. So this educational component is definitely something that we want to continue to grow as well. It's also really cute when after the show and the kids come up to you and they talk to you as your character. Oh my God, it's the most endearing thing. And of course, a final aspect of play-by-play that I want to talk about, Shakespeare. We got this idea, hey, why don't we do like a summer arts program in the parks? We reached out to downtown Green Bay and they got us connected with the parks department. So we had a meeting with them and started talking about this, and the guy at the parks department, I think his name was James, shout out to James, was sitting there and he was like, then he said something about, what's the ultimate dream, the ultimate goal? Well, ultimately, I would really like to do Shakespeare in the park. And he leans across the table and he goes, tell me more. That's when we started brainstorming Shakespeare in the Park. And we partnered with downtown Green Bay, specifically Old Main Street, specifically Jen Metcalf. Shout out to Jen Metcalf. We had a 1-day only performance trial run at Whitney Park on the east side. We did a Midsummer Night's Dream. At least 1,000 people showed up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It was our 5th summer of doing Shakespeare. And that was the year that finally we were able to bring these free productions across the city. And I am just so thrilled that my master's in Shakespeare wasn't for nothing, you guys. Would love to keep it growing. We would love to have more performances at more locations across the city to bring this free theatrical programming to as many people as possible. that's just a bit more about Play-by-Play Theater's programming and things that we would like to continue doing. To end this video, quoting my mother, quoting Vince Lombardi-ish. Vince Lombardi knew that in order to win the game, you have to go play-by-play. And together, play-by-play can be a win for our community. Thank you.